welcome to our first ever school broadcast. We are really excited to finally be sharing some of the cool things that have been happening all around our school these past few months.
My name is Alan.
And I'm Michaela.
We are both very proud grade 7 students here at W.F.D. So let's get started. Just sit back and enjoy watching. You may even spot yourself in one of our stories if you pay close attention.
This has been a busy few months at our school, as we have had several exciting presentations in our gym. We have been amazed with performances by singing groups, athletes, and even world-famous Eagles who stopped by our gym a few weeks ago.
Do you know a team who has won 5 cups, 10 trophies, and are first in the BCHL League? It's the Surrey Eagles.
Have you heard of the Surrey Eagles before? If not, that's probably because they used to be called the New Westminster Royals. The New Westminster Royals became a team in 1962 and changed their name to Surrey Eagles in 1991 because they moved from New Westminster to Surrey.
The Surrey Eagles are a Junior A team, which means that they are only 4 steps away from the NHL, which is their goal to participate in. There are many steps to get to the NHL. The one below NHL is the major professional, then minor professional, semi-pro, and Canadian Junior A League, which is the current league. In the category of the Canadian Junior A League, they are part of the BCHL, which stands for British Columbia Hockey League. There are a lot of accomplishments the Surrey Eagles have made, not to mention that they are currently first in the BCHL League. It's not that easy to achieve, considering the fact that there are 15 teams in the BCHL.
The Surrey Eagles have been awarded with many trophies. Some trophies include Cliff McNabb Memorial, Top Goaltender, Brett Hull, Wally Forslund Memorial, Joe Tennant Memorial, Bob Fenton, Top Defenseman, Vern Dye Memorial, Bruce Allison Memorial, and the Con Boyle Memorial, which they have won twice in their history.
Did you know this amazing team has come to our school for a visit? No? Well, that's because only the grades 3 to 5 got to go. Oh well, at least you got this report on it.
2 of the players from Surrey Eagles came to our school to do a presentation. They talked a little bit about their history, including when they first started playing hockey. We even got the honor to play some floor hockey with them. Are you curious to what happened?
Here's a look at what happened that day.
Thank you Annie Dang and Manit Jawar for that report. Maybe someday you will see these incredible athletes in the Vancouver Canucks uniform, or possibly one of you will even reach your dreams of becoming a professional athlete. Speaking of dreams, we had another important presentation on the power of daydreaming by W.F.D, the author. Here's Serena Keogh and Vanessa Vergara reporting on that informative day.
Wizard of Words, W.F.D, children's author and illustrator, visited William F. Davidson on March 1st, telling us about growing up on the farm and the process of writing a book. From a dirty, sticky, rough draft to a perfect award-winning book, Mr. Fodi's stories tell us how it isn't always easy to achieve your goals. Visiting on March 1st, W.F.D shared his childhood stories with us, talking about how he made his own book from when he was younger. Mr. Fodi showed us that there are many steps to reaching your goals. Near the end of the presentation, he let the students watching his performance make their own story character.
Growing up on a farm, Mr. Fodi was always used to doing many chores for his family. He was caught daydreaming as a kid, which probably triggered the creativity he has now. His father always dreamed of him having to take over the family business, up until Mr. Fodi ran over his dad's outhouse, which made Mr. Fodi start his journey as such an artistic and creative author.
His most famous series are the Kendra Candlestar series. It is about a girl named Kendra who finds herself swept away on a magical journey. One of the books in the series won the Best Children's Book of the Year award.
One other book written and illustrated by him is Cora and His Crowns. Books illustrated by W.F.D are Martha Ann's Quote for Queen Victoria, Gwyn Fair and Shining, and I Follow the Moon.
I have lots of advice for kids who want to be authors, because one of the great things about writing is that you can do it now. It's not, it's not the same, like if you want to be a doctor, it's not like you can go practice surgery tomorrow, but you can practice writing, and you can write as much as you want. You can There's so many websites that publish work by kids. You can publish things in your school newsletter or things like that. So you actually have lots of great opportunities. I don't really think I had a moment in my life where I thought, I would like to be an author. I think I just always thought of myself as an author. I always wrote books, I always told stories, I always drew pictures. So I think I didn't choose to become an author. I think I just am an author.
It was great to have such a creative author to come and visit us, and we're hoping to see from him again. Next time you're in the library, be sure to check out one of his books.
It's amazing to be able to get paid for doing something you love. His visit may even inspire some of you to follow your passions and make money while having a lot of fun. Another way to have fun is to pull a hilarious trick on someone you know. Everyone loves a great prank, except when it happens to you. April Fool's Day is a chance to show off all your greatest tricks. Maybe some of you had a laugh. Let's watch a report from David Kramow and Michelle Kang to give us some idea about how this fun-filled holiday first started.
April Fools originated way back in 1562. It has come a long way as a traditional holiday. April Fool's Day has a long history. Now let's go back to the 1500s. The first known celebration was in 1562. It started in France, Italy, and Belgium. This day was known for a day full of jokes, tricks, and pranks. How did everyone start to do pranks on this day? Well, in France, they released a new calendar. This calendar celebrated New Year's on April 1st. The people who didn't believe this calendar were played tricks on for not believing it. Many ancient cultures celebrated New Year's on April 1st. The Romans had a festival similar to our April Fools. It was the festival of Hilaria. This was held on March 25th. The Romans were serious, yet they loved to have fun and play pranks on each other. One common prank in France is taping a paper fish on someone's back. In here, Canada, we celebrate April Fools too. One common trick is putting salt in the sugar shaker. Also, there are other tricks such as prank calls and taping kick me signs on people's back, which is similar to the French trick. We've asked people what is their favorite prank.
I like the water bottle on the head and also the whoopee cushion.
When I stole my sister's cell phone and hid it and forgot about it.
This day has many origins and many pranks. If you want to get revenge on someone, this is the perfect day to do that. Just remember to stay safe and make sure no one gets hurt.
I was disappointed that April Fool's Day wasn't on a school day this year, but I know that my teachers were happy that April 1st was over spring break.
Speaking of spring break, I'm sure many of you had an amazing holiday away from school in March. Some students were enjoying traveling, and maybe even some of you visited the most magical place on earth, Disneyland. Have you ever wondered how this enchanting place came to be? Michaela Linfield and Brittany Beamish reported on this magical kingdom and the history of Walt Disney.
I'm sure every child is familiar with Disney movies, such as Monsters, Inc., The Lion King, and Finding Nemo, or taking a trip to the magical kingdom. But have you ever wondered how Disney came to be? It all started with a man named Walter Disney and his dream. Walt Disney was born on December 5, 1901, and passed away December 15, 1966, at the age of 65 from lung cancer. Walter was an American film producer, director, screenwriter, voice actor, animator, entrepreneur, entertainer, international icon, and philanthropist. Disney was married to a woman named Lillian Bounds and had 2 children, Diane Mary Disney and Sharon May Disney. Disney won 7 Emmy Awards and 22 Academy Awards.
The Disney Company was founded October 16, 1923. The start of Disney was first known as the Disney Brothers Studio. January 13, 1930, Mickey Mouse Comics debuts. December 21, 1937, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Disney's first feature-length animated film. July 19, 1950, Treasure Island, Disney's first live-action film, was released. Disneyland opened in Anaheim, California, July 17, 1955. Disney World Resort opened October 1st, 1971 in Orlando, Florida.
The top 5 Disney movies are number 1, The Lion King, number 2, Beauty and the Beast, number 3, Aladdin, number 4, Toy Story, and number 5, Finding Nemo. Each of these stories have a special moral to them. For example, Beauty and the Beast tells you that you should not judge people upon looks and first impressions. And upcoming Disney movies are Monsters University, The Good Dinosaur, Maleficent, and The Jungle Cruise.
Movie is Brave.
Brave.
Finding Nemo.
In conclusion, Disney is one of the most famous and one of the most popular companies in the world. Disney has many great movies and many more to come. And just remember, you are never too old to watch Disney movies.
I still remember watching so many of those Disney movies time and time again. Although I love Disney movies, another one of my favorite shows is SpongeBob SquarePants. Let's learn about one of our most beloved cartoon characters.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. In fact, SpongeBob SquarePants is one of the most popular TV cartoons in the world. SpongeBob is most famous for his history, popularity, and his effect on people. That's mostly on children.
SpongeBob. Sandy. Patrick. Squidward. SpongeBob.
Squidward.
Patrick Seastar.
The show started May 1st, 1999, but according to SpongeBob's driver's license, he was born on July 14th, 1986. SpongeBob's first episode was Help Wanted Reef Blowers, Tea at Freedom. SpongeBob's first movie was premiered in 2002. However, Tom Kenny, the person who played SpongeBob, has died from cancer a year ago. On July 23, 2007, there was a special event called SpongeBob's New Week. SpongeBob was created by a person named Steve Hillenburg. This is the history of SpongeBob.
Everyone loves SpongeBob, but did you know that by watching SpongeBob, it can affect your memory? This happens because the scenes in SpongeBob changes every 11 seconds. It's faster than any other kids shows like Dora the Explorer, Go Diego, and a bunch of other stuff. Studies show that the people who watch SpongeBob did worse on tests than the ones who watch Caillou. SpongeBob can be fun, but also bad for some children. After knowing about the effects of watching SpongeBob, how many are still going to watch it? Probably everybody listening to this. All of the information on SpongeBob isn't that bad, but SpongeBob will never be old enough for his fans.
Thank you Sola Kim and Danica Morena for that report. Now let's focus on an exciting upcoming event. Every year at this time, students around Surrey begin to tap their feet and move their bodies to the beat of their favorite music. This is all in preparation for the Surrey Dance Festival, where students from around the district display their incredible dance talents.
Several classes in our school have been preparing for this event for the past month. Benny Song and Brandon Chanchalon Sirafong have prepared a story on breakdancing and the dance festival.
Dance is something we do every day, but its roots started as long ago as early as 7000 BC. Dance is often performed with music, but is not always the case, as dance can be performed with or without music. There are many different types of dance, such as ballet, hip-hop, ballroom, breakdancing, and many more. Breakdancing started in New York City in the 1970s. African and American Latino teens created it. It has since expanded to other places such as Brazil, South Korea, Japan, and Colombia.
It borrowed many elements from Kung Fu. In breakdancing, there are 4 elements, and they are top rock, down rock, power moves, and freezes. Top rock refers to moves that are performed from a standing position, while down rock refers to moves that are performed closer to the ground. Power moves are acrobatic-like moves, and freezes are stylish poses. Dance is also a part of our lives. We watch people dance and we can do it ourselves for fun. We have done a dance routine and we are going to perform it on April 23rd. We are using the song called Thrift Shop by Michael Moore, a hip-hop song. The song is going to be performed at the Bell Center along with many other songs.
Here's a short clip of us practicing our song, Thrift Shop.
Like, damn, that's a cold side honky. Rolling in hella deep, headed to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, set my gator shoes. Those are green draped in a leopard mink. Girl standing next to me. Probably should have washed this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. But it was 99 cents.
At the Bell Center, there will be other schools performing their dance on April 23rd.
We can't wait to see some of these amazing dance performances soon. Speaking of amazing, everyone loves a great magic show. Miss Manaware's grade 4s were treated to a magic show by their big buddies in the senior pod last month. Let's find out some more about the history of old and new magic and enjoy our story from Darius Baloo and Alman Sandhu.
Did you know magic started around 5000 BC and it is still used today, 2013? Old magic is very different from new magic, and today you're going to learn about new magic and old magic, and also about Division 1's magic show. On March 11, 2013, Division 1 Miss Rila's class put on an amazing magic show for their little buddies in Miss Manaware's class. The criteria was having to be in a group of 1 or 2 other people, and you have to have 2 tricks to present. Darius Blue said, "I loved to do the magic show for the little buddies. It was a lot of fun doing cool tricks." The class had around 5 to 6 groups, and each group had 2 to 3 people in it, and they each had 2 tricks to do.
My favorite trick I did was I got all of the 4 aces on top of the deck.
My favorite trick is the disappearing penny.
Magic is a wonderful hobby to do. It is interesting, fun, and much more. If you are interested in learning more about magic, there are many places where you can learn tricks, like in books, in your very own library, and on YouTube.
We really hope you learned something about your incredible school today. We are really lucky to go to such an amazing school where so many things are always happening. If you have something cool going on in your class, let us know. There will be a broadcast suggestion box in the library.
You can put in story ideas for us to follow up on, or maybe you would like to be part of one of our upcoming broadcasts. We also are still just starting out, so we want to come up with an idea for a name for our broadcast. Do you have any creative or cool ideas about a name for us to use? Put those in the suggestion box too, and maybe yours will be chosen. We'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching.